Transcribed by TurboScribe. AI. Go unlimited to remove this message. My fiancée said, cancel the wedding. I found someone better. I said, already done. What I didn't tell her was that I'd been planning my exit for months. When she discovered where her secret savings account money actually went. I, 29 male, am sitting in my empty apartment right now, boxes packed, lease ending tomorrow. Feels surreal typing this out, but I need to tell someone. 6 hours ago, my fiancée, Natalie, 27, sat me down for the talk. Wedding was supposed to be in 8 weeks. She was wearing the dress I bought her for her birthday, hair done like she was going somewhere special. Should have been my first clue. We need to cancel the wedding, she said, not even looking me in the eye. I found someone better. The words hit exactly like I knew they would. See, I'd been preparing for this moment for 3 months. 3 months of knowing but saying nothing. 3 months of planning while she thought she was playing me. Already done, I said. Her head snapped up. What? I canceled everything last week. Then you catering photographer got most of the deposits back too, but look on her face, pure confusion. In her mind, this was supposed to be her big dramatic moment. She dropped the bomb. I begged she'd leave feeling superior. Instead, I was calm. Ready? You, how did you know? No, Natalie, you've been staying out until 3 a.m. for months. You changed your phone password. You hide your screen when you text. I'm not stupid. She tried to recover. Well, good, makes this easier. I'll pack my things in. Your things are in the garage, 3 boxes labeled. Another stunned look. You packed my stuff. Tuesday, while you were at your book club, air quotes, petty, maybe satisfying? Definitely. Here's what Natalie didn't know. I found out about Garrett, 31, her coworker, 3 months ago, not through snooping. She literally left her iPad, logged into her messages on the kitchen counter, saw enough to know what was happening. Instead of confronting her, I got strategic. First thing I did, consulted a lawyer. We weren't married yet, but we've been living together for 2 years. Wanted to know my rights, her rights, what I couldn't do. Learned some interesting things about our situation. See, we've been saving for the wedding and a house. Had this system where we each put money into separate savings accounts. She insisted on separate, not joint, red for money. The flag I ignored. She controlled hers. I controlled mine. We were supposed to combine them after the wedding. What Natalie didn't realize was that her secret savings account, the one she thought I didn't know about, wasn't as secret as she thought. Months ago, she'd asked me to help her set up online banking. I watched her create the login, saw her use her usual password pattern. Never used that knowledge until 3 months ago. When I checked, yes, I know, technically wrong, I found she'd been moving money from our wedding fund account to this secret one. About $200 a month. Balance was sitting at around $4,800, but here's the kicker. The account was still legally connected to her old checking account from college. An account her parents had cautioned. An account that, due to some lazy banking, still had her dad Theodore as a joint owner. Theodore, who absolutely despises cheaters after his first wife left him for another man. Theodore, who I'd grown close to over the years. Theodore, who I'd had lunch with last month, where I might have mentioned his daughter seemed distant lately. I'm taking my money from the wedding account. Natalie said, trying to regain control. All of it. Sure, your contributions are all yours. I pulled out my phone, showed her the banking app. Already transferred your $3,600 back to your checking this morning. That's it. What about the rest? What rest? That's exactly what you put in. I have the records. She went pale, started doing mental math. See, she'd been telling me she was contributing $500 a month, but only putting in $300. The other $200 went to her secret fund. In her mind, she had at least $10 saved between both accounts. Reality. About $8,400 total. This isn't right. I saved more than that. No, you told me you were saving more. Big difference. She stood up, angry. Fine, whatever. Garrett makes 3 times what you do anyway. Garrett finally said his name. The marketing director who'd been promising her the world, taking her to fancy restaurants on his expense account, buying her jewelry she had to hide, making her feel like she was trading up. Good for Garrett, I said. Hope he's cool with your spending habits. What's that supposed to mean? I shrugged. Nothing, just that you spent $400 on a purse last week while telling me we needed to cut back on wedding expenses. Interesting priorities. She grabbed her phone, started texting furiously, probably Garrett telling him to come get her. Oh, I added super casual, about your savings. The secret one might want to check that. She froze. How do you? Natalie, you used your birthday for the password after you changed it from your dog's name, which you also used for your laptop. You're not exactly a mastermind. She opened her banking app. I watched her face change as she saw the balance. What did you do? Me? Nothing. Your dad, though, he saw some unusual activity on an account he co-owns. As is his right, moved the money to protect it. You should call him. The next 20 minutes were beautiful chaos. She called her father, screaming about theft, demanding her money back. I could hear Theodore's calm voice through the phone. Natasha told me some interesting things about Garrett, about how you've been behaving. That money was for your wedding, not your affair. It's in a term deposit now. You can have it when you actually get married to someone who isn't already married. Oh, yeah. That was the other thing. Garrett married with 2 kids. Natalie didn't know until Theodore informed her just now. Theodore's golf buddy works in Garrett's company. Small world. She hung up, looked at me with pure hatred. You vindictive piece of vindictive. Natalie, you were actively planning to humiliate me. You let me send out wedding invitations while you were picking out outfits for dates with another man. I'm just protecting myself. I'll sue you and my father. You can't. Your father can absolutely control an account he co-owns. I never touched your money, and that $3,600, that's every penny you put in our wedding fund. What exactly are you suing for? She called Garrett, put it on speaker by accident. His annoyed voice filled the room. Nat, I told you not to call my work phone. Look, about tonight something came up. Family thing. Can we postpone? Postpone. I just left Ryan. I need you to come get me. Long pause. Left him. What do you mean left him? I told him about us like we planned. We didn't plan anything. Jesus, Natalie, I have to go. Click, the look on her face. Reality hitting like a freight train. No fiancé. No backup plan. No secret savings. No apartment. Lisa was in my name only. She made more calls. Friends who were suddenly busy. Her sister, who said she couldn't deal with your drama right now, finally called an Uber to her mom's house. As she waited, dragging her boxes to the door, she turned back one last time. I hope you're happy. You've ruined everything. No, Natalie, you ruined everything. I just refuse to let you ruin me too. The Uber pulled up. She left without another word. I'm moving tomorrow. Already got a job lined up in another city. Fresh start. The apartment's empty except for my stuff. All packed and ready. 3 months of pretending everything was normal while watching her lie to my face. 3 months of careful planning. 3 months of letting her think she was in control. Worth every second. Update 1. Holy hell. The entitlement is off the charts, so I'm in my new city, staying at an extended stay hotel while I apartment hunt. Blocked Natalie on everything before I left, but she knows my email. Woke up to 19 messages. 19 started with anger. You're a sociopath. Who planned something like this? Moved to bargaining. Can we talk? I made a mistake, but we can work through this. Ended with threats. I know where you work now. I'll tell them what kind of person you are. That last one made me laugh. She thinks she knows where I work because she saw me update my LinkedIn. What she doesn't know, I haven't started yet. Don't start for another 2 weeks. Also, my new company, they specifically headhunted me. Pretty sure they won't care about drama for my ex, but the emails weren't the best part. No, the best part was the text I got from Theodore. Theodore, Ryan, hope you're settling in well. Thought you should know Natalie attempted to access the term deposit. Bank flagged it as potential fraud since she's not authorized. I've had to secure all my accounts now. Also, she's telling people you manipulated me. My daughter, who lied for months, is claiming manipulation. The irony. Then he sent a screenshot of a text she sent him. Dad, you have to give me my money. Ryan poisoned you against me. Garrett was just a friend. Nothing happened. I need that money for a new apartment. This is financial abuse. Theodore's response. The only abuse I see is of the trust others placed in you. The money stays where it is, but wait, it gets better. Yesterday, I get a call from the wedding venue. Remember how I said I canceled everything? Well, the venue has a generous cancellation policy. Full refund if canceled 6+ weeks before the event. I got back our $3,000 deposit. Here's where Natalie screwed herself. When we booked it, she insisted on being the primary contact because she wanted to control the planning. Fine by me. But when I canceled, I did it over the phone, said I was calling on behalf of the couple. They processed it, sent confirmation to the email on file, which was hers. She apparently didn't check that email for days, only found out when she tried to call the venue to change the date for her and Garrett. The audacity. They told her the booking was canceled and refunded. She demanded to know where the refund went. To the credit card that made the deposit, my credit card, to another email. That venue money is half mine. You stole from me. I forwarded that one to my lawyer friend, not officially retained. Just a buddy from college. He laughed. She wants to claim half of a canceled wedding venue for a wedding she ended. Good luck with that, but the real kicker came this morning. Remember, Garrett? Mr. 3 times my salary marketing director. I know someone who works adjacent to his company. They told me some interesting news. Garrett's been placed on administrative leave. Turns out using your company credit card for dates with your side piece is frowned upon, especially when your wife's divorce lawyer subpoenas the records. Yeah, his wife found out. Don't know if it was Natalie's calls to his work phone or what, but she found out and she's not playing around. So Natalie's grand plan of trading up resulted in lost her fiancé, me, lost her housing, lost her secret savings, lost her side piece. Burned bridges with friends who are tired of her drama, pissed off her father who controls the only money she thought she had. And now Garrett's probably losing his job and half his assets in divorce. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here with my full wedding fund, minus her contributions I returned. Venue refund, fresh start in a new city, job that pays 40% more than my old one, peace of mind. The entitlement, though. She really thought she could monkey branch from me to Garrett while keeping me as backup. Really thought her secret savings made her clever. Really thought there'd be no consequences. My favorite email from her. You don't understand what you've done. I was going to have everything. Yeah, Natalie, you were. And you threw it away for a married man who was just using you. More updates as the crazy continues. Because something tells me she's not done yet. Update 2. The extinction burst has, wait, no, this isn't that. This is something else. This is pure concentrated entitlement meeting reality and losing badly. So remember how Natalie thought she was getting everything? Well, she's been busy. Desperately, frantically busy. First, she tried the financial angle, hired a lawyer, an actual lawyer. Except, what do you hire a lawyer for when you're not married, have no kids, and no shared assets? She wanted to sue for 1, emotional damages from me canceling the wedding, 2, her share of the venue refund, 3, the stolen savings account money, 4, lost wages from having to move back with her mom. Her lawyer lasted exactly 1 consultation. Probably told her she had no case. I know this because Theodore sent me a text. She asked me to pay for a lawyer to sue you and me. I suggested she use her money. She hung up. Next, she tried getting our mutual friends involved. Started calling people we'd invited to the wedding, spinning this sob story about how I'd financially abused her and trapped her into cheating. Yeah, she actually tried to claim I made her cheat by being emotionally unavailable. Problem? Our friends aren't idiots. Her best friend Jess called me. Did Natalie really try to claim you forced her to date Garrett? Because she told me 3 months ago she was in love with him and planning to leave you after the wedding so she could get gifts first. After the wedding for gifts, I sent Jess a thank you card for saving me from that nightmare. But here's where it gets really good. Natalie decided if she couldn't get money from me or her dad, she'd get it from Garrett, started harassing him. Calling his work the phone he told her not to call, showing up at his office, demanding he take responsibility for ruining her life. Security had to escort her out twice. Garrett, trying to save his marriage and job, did the only thing he could. He threw Natalie under the bus, told his wife that Natalie pursued him relentlessly, that she wouldn't take no for an answer, that he was trying to be professional but she misread signals. Complete BS, but his wife wanted to believe it. So now Natalie's getting legal letters from W sources. Garrett's divorce lawyer cease and desist for contacting their client and his company's HR, formal trespass warning. She emailed me about this too. Look what you've caused. Garrett's wife is threatening me with a restraining order. This is your fault, my fault. Her affair partner's wife wanting her to stay away is my fault. But the pinnacle of entitlement came yesterday. I get a call from my old apartment complex. The lovely manager, Rosa, who always remembered my name. Mr. Ryan, I'm so sorry to bother you, but we have a situation. Ms. Natalie is here demanding we let her into your old unit. She says she has property there. Rosa, I moved out 4 days ago. Turned in teas, did the walk through with you. The apartment is empty. I know, sir. I told her that. She insists you hid her grandmother's ring somewhere in the apartment. Her grandmother's ring. The woman never even met her grandmothers. Both died before she was born. She was trying to claim I had some family heirloom to get access to. What? An empty apartment? Rosa, there's no ring. She's lying. Please don't let her in. Oh, I won't. But, sir, she's making quite a scene. Should I call the police? I could hear Natalie screaming in the background about theft and heirlooms and legal rights. If she doesn't leave, yes. 10 minutes later, Rosa texted me. Police came. She left, very angry, sorry for the trouble. Later found out from Jess what the ring story was about. Natalie thought I might have left something valuable in the apartment by accident. Maybe hidden cash or forgotten to change my forwarding address for some financial documents. She invented the grandmother's ring to try to get access to Snoop. The apartment she watched me clean out completely. The apartment where she packed her own boxes. That apartment. She's now telling people I stole her priceless family heirloom and the police are investigating. The police who literally just removed her from private property for trespassing. Theodore texted me again last night. She asked me to say her grandmother's ring is worth $50,000 so she can file an insurance claim. I reminded her both her grandmothers were buried with their rings. She called me a traitor to the family. The delusion is real. Meanwhile, I started my new job this week. Love it. Great team. Better pay. Actual growth potential. Found a nice apartment downtown. Life is good. Natalie's living with her mom, unemployed, quit her job expecting Garrett to support her. Banned from Garrett's workplace, painted as a home wrecker in her social circle, and inventing imaginary heirlooms to try to squeeze money from anywhere she can. The entitlement is staggering. She really can't accept that her choices led to consequences. In her mind, she was supposed to leave me for Garrett, keep the money, get the gifts, have the fairy tale. Instead, she got exactly what she earned. Nothing. Still getting daily emails, still not reading them. My lawyer friend says to keep them all for documentation if she escalates. Something tells me we're not done yet. Final update. Time for the final update, and boy did Natalie give us a grand finale. 3 weeks ago, the emails stopped. Just stopped. After weeks of daily rants, accusations, and threats, suddenly nothing. I should have known she was planning something. My buddy Keith, who still lives in my old city, called me last week. Dude, did you know Natalie's been telling people you died? I'm sorry, what? Yeah, man, she's posting all over social media about losing her soulmate in a tragic accident, getting sympathy donations and everything. Donations. This woman was fake mourning me for money. Keith sent screenshots, black and white photos of us from when we were happy, ironically, long posts about grief and healing, a GoFundMe for funeral expenses and time to grieve. She'd raised $3,200, but here's where Natalie made a crucial error. She forgot that social media is social. People who donated started asking questions. What happened? Where's the obituary? When's the funeral? Her answers kept changing. Car accident. No workplace accident. Actually, sudden illness. The funeral was private. No, it was delayed. Actually, cremation was no service. My former coworker Pablo, bless him, decided to call her out publicly. That's weird because Ryan just endorsed me on LinkedIn yesterday. The comments exploded. People realizing I was very much alive, demanding refunds, threatening to report her for fraud. Natalie tried damage control. It's a metaphor. He's dead to me. You all misunderstood. Nobody was buying it. But wait, there's more. Theodore called me laughing so hard he could barely speak. Ryan, you'll never believe this. She asked me to confirm you died so she could claim your life insurance. What life insurance, exactly? She thought since you were engaged, she'd automatically be your beneficiary. I had to explain that's not how any of this works. The GoFundMe got shut down. She had to refund everyone. Several people reported her to the police for fraud. Don't know if anything came of it, but the public humiliation was thorough. Then came the final, desperate play. Remember how I mentioned I'd been pretty strategic about this whole thing? Well, one thing I did was document everything. Every lie, every text, admitting to the affair, every crazy email. I never posted it anywhere, just kept it for my own protection. Natalie somehow convinced herself that I must be planning to expose her and decided to beat me to it. She created a whole website, my truth about Ryan, not linking it. It's gone now anyway. On this website, she posted what she called evidence of my abuse. Screenshots of me saying okay when she said she was staying late, proof I was controlling. Our bank statements showing I made more money, proof I was financially dominating her. Photos of her boxes packed in the garage, proof I threw her out. She sent the link to everyone. My friends, family, coworkers at my old job even tried to find my new company. One small problem, she included the screenshots of her own texts to Garrett, the ones where she called me pathetic and said she was just using him until something better came along. Where she admitted to lying about the wedding fund contributions. Where she laughed about me not knowing. She literally exposed herself. My favorite response came from my Aunt Martha, sweetheart. This website makes you look like the villain, not him. The site lasted 72 hours before she took it down. But the internet is forever and plenty of people got screenshots. The aftermath. Natalie is now completely radioactive in our former social circle. The fake death fundraiser was the final straw for everyone. His ex-wife actually sent me a Facebook message. Thank you for getting that parasite away from my husband. She did me a favor in the long run. Theodore disowned her. Not legally, but practically. Told her she's on her own until she learns what truth means. That term deposit, he donated it to a charity for struggling single mothers, people who actually need help. Natalie's mom kicked her out after the police showed up about the fraud allegations. Last I heard, she was couch surfing and working at a cell phone kiosk at the mall. As for me, life's great. Love the new job, new city, new apartment. Started dating someone, taking it slow, but she's amazing. Honest, independent, has her own life and goals. Funny thing about consequences. Natalie spent so much time trying to avoid them, trying to scheme her way around them, that she created worse ones for herself. If she'd just broken up with me honestly, she'd have her $3,600, her dignity, and probably a new relationship. Instead, she tried to play everyone and ended up playing herself. I'm done thinking about her, done checking for emails, done caring what she does next. She's broke, alone, and infamous for faking my death for money. That's not revenge. That's just the natural result of her choices. Thanks for following this wild ride. Going to delete this account and move on with my life. A much, much better life than I ever would have had with her. Remember, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And when they try to screw you over, make sure you're already 3 steps ahead. Peace out. Transcribed by Turbo Scribe AI. Go unlimited to remove this message.